الله سبحانه وتعالى الذي وعد بالنصر قد وعدنا بالابتلاء، فنحن نصبر على هذا ونفرح بهذا. أما أنت أمريكا فنعدك لا تهزمين أمريكا في العراق، ولا تخرجين بإذن الله مرة أخرى ذليلة حقيرة تجرين أذيال الهزيمة.
Through its media center, the terror group said have come to slaughter you and smash your ballot boxes, and has told Muslims not to cast a vote. ISIS have warned of a slaughter on the U.S. presidential election day. ISIS has called for the slaughter of Americans voting in Tuesday's presidential election. The terror group has called on its followers to attack voters in the election, and has told Muslims not to cast a vote. It comes after the FBI was reportedly probing a major terror attack planned for the day before the U.S. elections in multiple states. It is thought that Al-Qaeda is plotting to strike in Texas, New York and Virginia, but specific locations are not yet known. The new ISIS threats, reported by Terrorist Monitoring Group site, were made in an essay published by the terror group's Al Hayat Media Center. The essay said that militants have come to slaughter you and smash your ballot boxes. The terror group also wrote there is no difference between the Republican and Democratic parties in the U.S. and their policies against Islam and Muslims. The threat comes as polls prepare to open for the closely fought race between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. YouTube/Obama Singh's Algreenisses have issued a threat to Americans voting on who should replace Barack Obama as president. Speaking about the reported al-Qaeda threats, a spokesman told CBS News, "The counterterrorism and homeland security communities remain vigilant and well-postured to defend against attacks here in the United States. The FBI, working with our federal, state and local counterparts, shares and assesses intelligence on a daily basis and will continue to work closely with law enforcement and intelligence community partners to identify and disrupt any potential threat to public safety." The U.S. is beefing up its cyber defenses amid fears hackers could target electronic voting systems on polling day. Terror group Al-Qaeda is reportedly plotting attacks in the U.S. states of Texas, New York and Virginia. Mandolgan/AFP/Getty Images Federal Bureau of Investigation. The FBI has said it will disrupt any threat to public safety. The Department of Homeland Security is probing and scanning election systems for vulnerabilities in the run-up to the vote. Cybersecurity experts and U.S. officials say chances that a hack could alter election outcomes are remote, in part because voting machines are typically not connected to the Internet. But the FBI sent a flash alert in August to states after detecting breaches in voter registration databases in Arizona and Illinois. The potential for violence around the election has loomed in the background of the campaign for months. Armed groups around the country have pledged in unprecedented numbers to monitor voting sites for signs of election fraud. Barcroft Media. Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump makes an appearance at a rally at Eau Claire. Democrats have accused Donald Trump of intimidating voters. Voter intimidation. Reported that polling sites so far prompted Democrats to accuse Trump of a campaign of vigilante voter intimidation in 4 states on Monday. It comes after a homemade bomb hidden in a trash can exploded, leaving 29 people injured in Manhattan in September. Terrified witnesses said they heard a loud boom and felt the ground beneath them shake as a huge fireball erupted into the air. Barcroft Media. Policemen on duty near the site of an explosion in New York. Policemen on duty near the site of an explosion in New York. Reuters. Stephanie Keith. The New York City firefighter uses a wheeled stretcher to carry supplies. New York City firefighter uses a wheeled stretcher to carry supplies. A second suspected bomb in a pressure cooker with wires attached to it and connected to what resembled a mobile phone was found blocks away. Hours later, police descended on a train station in New Jersey and faced another explosion while dealing with a suspicious package. The FBI are probing whether a terrorist sleeper cell was behind the bombings after prime suspect Ahmad Khan Rahami was captured alive following a bloody shootout with police. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio confirmed the terrifying blasts were an act of terror, but declined to comment on the suspect's motivation.